The Federal Reserve has just announced it will be printing $40 billion worth of quantitative easing every month and pumping it into the American economy for the foreseeable future. Supposedly, there is an unofficial limit of $1.4 trillion on the total amount to be printed, but that is just spin to prevent outright panic in global markets. The printing is explicitly a response to a declaration by the German Constitutional Court that it is okay for their government to take part in a European Central Bank printing spree to combat the Southern European economic collapse. The Dow Jones responded by putting on 200 points in a day. Gold has risen to a 6-month high and oil futures are shooting up. You can be sure that in a couple of weeks you'll be reading articles telling you that food prices, in particular grain prices, are rising at a steeper than anticipated rate. Now the Japanese yen and the Swiss franc are in the crosshairs of the international money markets. They will be forced to take drastic action to prevent their exports being devastated. Sterling will also have to respond. You will experience a real inflation rate of conservatively around 6 to 10%. You are looking at negative interest rates on deposits. 2 important points. First, Bernanke and the Federal Reserve have explicitly accepted a link between inflation and job creation. They have effectively admitted that there can be no significant increase in the rate of job creation in the United States economy without a significantly increased rate of inflation. Second, oil, gold, and food are all becoming explicit reserves of value in a world where state-issued currency is going into free fall. No one currency will win a so-called currency war. All state-issued currencies will be screwed. It is the equivalent of a financial thermonuclear war. Every state-issued currency will be destroyed. Why do the Federal Reserve and the central banks of Europe have to keep printing when they know they are heading for financial Armageddon? Because quantitative easing is an exact mirror image of the credit creation spiral that is the engine driving the democratized money machine. Democratized money can create credit free from any external control. In this, it is like a sovereign currency. This is not an accident. This is the result of a deliberate plan created by monetarists in the 70s and 80s. When mortgage-backed democratized money inevitably collapsed, the deals could not be reconciled in the same way as previous financial collapses, because it was issued in foreign sovereign currency. If the Japanese economy collapsed and the USA decided to rescue the Japanese, they would have to take over the economy directly, which means they would have to replace the yen with the dollar. This is what quantitative easing is, replacing a bankrupt sovereign supranation's debt with yen, euro, or dollars. The trouble is that these bankrupt sovereign states are still trading and continue to do so. This means that all the problems they create are open-ended. So why not just stop them trading then? They are trading and continuing to do so because monetarists want them to. They want the democratized currencies to succeed at any cost. This means they will continue to convert the valueless supranational currencies produced into yen, euro, and dollars. And this in turn will destroy all state-issued currency. This is the inevitable outcome of quantitative easing. It is like going to a doctor for cancer treatment, only to find out the doctor is concentrating on keeping the cancer growing at your expense.